Well, hello! Welcome back to my channel. Jashawn here to talk about some friggin' books. This is going to be my least faves of 2018, as you can see from the fucking title. I only did the top 10 or lowest 10 rather, because I mean, I could get a lot further into it. This goes into my 2-star reads and then some of the 3-star reads. And the way that I am able to keep track of which one's right higher than the others is because of my 1 to 10 scale. So that is what I'm using. I organized it from lowest to highest of that 1 to 10 scale. And these are the lowest 10. But yeah, keep in mind that some of them are 3-star reads, so they're very middle of the road. And you know, they're not like I hated them or anything like that. This first one is the lowest rated one. I didn't necessarily hate this book. It was a NetGalley read and I just felt like it needed quite a bit more editing before it was really ready. And once it gets some more editing, or if it gets more editing, I think it could be a higher rating for me. It was just, yeah, the editing was a whole thing. And that is Romanov by, I can't remember and I didn't write this shit down. Samare Provost. This one was a 2-star read. It was 3.66 on my 1 to 10 scale. So pretty low rating. And like I said, though, I didn't necessarily hate this book. It just was not super great as far as the quality of the writing and just the grammar and structure and all of that. And then one that I really did hate is The Beautiful and Damned by F. Scott Fitzgerald. Holy hell, you guys know I hated this. It ended up being 2 stars, 4 on my 1 to 10 scale, but like legit, I might just say it's a 1-star read. Just because it's like it lingers with me how much I hated these characters. And they weren't just awful, they were annoying. Like they were so fucking annoying and stupid. They were just stupid. And then one that I was a little scared to say I didn't like that much. Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Allaire Saenz. I'm sure I'm not saying that correctly. This was a 2-star read. It was 4.16 on my 1 to 10 scale. Pretty low. Again, it was just characters, not a super fan. And just like the overly angsty shit just was personally not my jam at all. It was a struggle to kind of get past that. I'm glad it exists for everyone that loves it and that it speaks to. Personally, it just did not speak to me personally. I did not like the writing style. And then just a little bit above that, another 2-star, which is 4.33 on my 1 to 10, was The Impostor by Damon Galgut. This one I picked up randomly at the library for, I think, the library-a-thon, and I just didn't care for it. It felt like kind of an F. Scott Fitzgerald-esque writing style. It's just very like Great Gatsby. It, like, even the plot and everything, it had characters that fit those like archetypes, but I didn't like the execution all that much. And then The Sea Witch by Sarah Henning. This I buddy read with Spencer at Common Spence and Stephanie at This Unicorn Reads, and none of us liked it. This is a 2-star, 4.5 on my 1 to 10 scale. It was just very underwhelming for us. My personal opinion was just, I don't know, it was just like, I just did not care. And it was very, like, the revenge was just weird and stupid. It was kind of dumb. I was like, this is our big, like, why we're so mad and why we're getting revenge. I'm not gonna, like, spoil anything, but yeah, there's, like, a big revenge plot. I won't say who is getting the revenge or anything, but it was just, like, very, like, childish, and it was hard to, like, get behind the person that was like the evil villain. It was very difficult to be like, oh, I can see why they're so mad. They're being crazy, but they're real pissed, and I get it. It was very difficult to like see their side at all. And then getting into some 3 stars, this one was 4.83 on my 1 to 10, and that is The Iron King by Julie Kagawa. This is a fae, like YA thing, and it just didn't pan out for me. Like I hoped it would. I really wanted it to because I love me some good fae story action. And Julie over at Pages and Pens really enjoys this series. I think she read it a long time ago, she was saying before, and she was wanting to reread it, I think. I don't know. I might be talking out of my ass. Sorry, Julie, if I'm making shit up. But I read it and it kind of fell flat for me. It felt like too much was happening in this one. It was just like kind of like all over the place. It was a lot. And then Dividing Eden by Joelle Charbonneau. Another 3-star. This was 5 on my 1 to 10, so very middle of the road. Elliot loaned this to me because she was like, yeah, it's a fun YA, like you might like it. You know, she didn't like overhype it or anything like that. She just said she enjoyed it and wanted me to check it out, and I just didn't enjoy it all that much. I can't remember why. Oh, they kept saying something over and over again. Oh, frick, what was it? Elliot, tell me in the comments if you see this. Oh my God, because we joke about it. Like, we've joked about it before, like, oh, did you know? It was something that just kept getting repeated, and I was like, shut the hell up. Like, we get it, you know? God, I can't remember. Saints and Misfits by S.K. Ali. This one is just, you know, YA contemporary. So for me, it, like, isn't my favorite. I buddy read this. Oh, fuck. Who did I buddy read this with? Oh, yeah, A Bookish Balance. Yeah, we buddy read this, and it fell very flat. 3 stars, 5 on my 1 to 10 scale. Again, very middle of the road. I appreciate it for what it is and the representation that it brings, because it's YA contemporary about a Muslim girl. There's a sexual assault attempt, and it's her dealing with that and dealing with what to do about it in this environment, this very religious cultural upbringing that she has, and how to handle this. And she doesn't know what to do about it. So I very much appreciate the subject matter and the representation. The execution wasn't my thing. I think just because it's YA contemporary and it was a little angsty in parts that, like, obviously the serious stuff, like, I get. But there were certain other things I was just kind of like, okay, we're being a teenager now. And then there was like this whole subplot that I don't know what the point of it was. I have no idea. An Age of License by Lucy Nisley? I can't remember. And this was a graphic novel memoir, and I really liked the artwork and everything, and I didn't hate this either, but it was just kind of boring. Like, it was just a very privileged girl going on this European trip and like finding herself. But it felt a little contrived and forced. I mean, I didn't hate it. Again, even 3 stars, even 5 on my 1 to 10. It just was kind of boring. And then the one that Elliot, I think, probably secretly hates me for. I'm kidding. But my number 10 least favorite book of 2018 was Mistborn, Hero of Ages by Brandon Sanderson. And this was a 3-star read, 5.16 on my 1 to 10 scale. So just over halfway. I just didn't care really anymore. Like, I kind of stopped caring a little bit in the second book of the trilogy, but then by this book, I just really didn't care. And Sanderson's writing style for me, it was being drug out way too much, and I wasn't that invested in the characters or the plot. I really just wanted it to get on and over with. I heavily skimmed the last, I think quarter of the book. I heavily skimmed it so much that I went and looked it up to see what exactly happened. So yeah. But yeah, that's it. Those are the lowest 10 rated books that I read in 2018. And only a couple of them I really can say that I was like, ugh, dislike. The rest are just kind of elements of them I didn't care for, and they ended up being just kind of meh. So I guess that's good that I didn't read that many books that I was vehemently angry, hating, Beautiful and the Damned will forever be burnt in my brain though. Fuck. So there we have it. That is all. Let me know down below if you read any of these books or have read any of these books in previous years and disagree aggressively with my opinions. Or if you agreed with my opinions, let me know that too. Quite a few of these you probably haven't. Well, no, most of them are pretty well known, I would say. Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, and all that fun crap down below. Check out my links for social media, also down below in the description. And have a great day. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.